Hey everybody, and we're back with
Hello,
another tape from the Coco Tapes.
hello, 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 hello,
Yeah.
hello. Yeah. So, what do you want to talk about, Sammy?
Oh God, we didn't even make a decision on what we're gonna talk about. So what are we
Yep.
gonna talk about? I think we
Yep.
should talk about when when did we actually stop questioning things as a kid?
God, I didn't.
You didn't know.
No,
I
no.
remember I remember quite clearly that I think the last really time when I took a big conflict with my mom, which was just about this. She kept on talking to me about you're carrying the fork in the wrong hand. You have to switch
Mm.
the fork and the knife. And I
Mm-hmm.
remember just looking at her and say, "Who the fuck says so?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
made that up and why? I feel comfy
Yeah.
like this."
Yeah.
And I remember having a huge argument about it, and I was about probably about my son's age, like
Mm.
6, 7, something like that.
Yeah.
And after that, I think that was the last time I was really, really, really uh, completely, obstinate, or what do you call it? Revolutionary.
Mm. Mm.
And
Yeah.
and after that, I think I slowed down on that pace. So probably you're right. I think you mentioned it before, like with 7, 8, you stopped
Yeah.
doing that kind of
Yeah.
crap. And it's
Yeah.
true that school teaches you not to question, right? Because they make you feel dumb all day long.
Yeah. Yeah. You've been made to a troublemaker for questioning a lot.
Exactly.
And you're wrong and you're disturbing the class and come on and we're doing this and because it's like that. I remember very clearly it was about the sun. And I asked one day, well, why is it called the sun? Well, because it is, but who says it's the sun? Well, we have to have a mutual reference, I was screaming young in my head. So we know what we're talking about. Yeah, but I said, but are we not supposed to just see the way we see it, explain it, express how we. And this was, of course, in my world, still right. And this is what they do again. When I was older and read and learned and met people around the world, I could see that this is what the indigenous do. They explain or express what they see in the sky every day, and it's different,
Yeah.
right? Because it does look different. Sometimes it's white, sometimes it's yellow, sometimes it's orange, whatever, and it's different,
Yeah.
right? So, and this again made us dumb down because we lose the means to express ourselves. Express what are you seeing in the sky? Well,
Mm.
I'm seeing the sun. Everybody's just seeing the sun. Okay, so we see the sun. Instead of saying what we actually see, and again, limited us in our vocabulary and our desire to express
Yeah.
what we see, which is different, and that's the whole quality of life is all the different views and angles and colors, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I think it's the same age, but it's also like kids there on what is it? Not delta, they're on what theta until age 7. We're in a dream state, kind of daydream state until we're 7, and then we spend the rest of our life trying to get back to it through meditation.
Mm.
No, to slow down, the brain waves and get into the gap and so on. So this is like the same with the daydreaming in school, where you would, get
Yeah.
kicked out, or I would, for daydreaming, and as they called it, looking out the window and daydreaming all day long at school. It's the same. They kill that part too, right?
But
Because you have to focus and look up on the blackboard.
but how
Mm.
does that actually fit? Because people also say that state they're in the very beginning is like a camera just switched on, camera and a
Mm.
microphone, right? Where they absorb everything.
Mm. Mm. Yeah. What was your question, or what do you mean?
Yeah, the question is what if that is the how would you call that daydreaming when because they're not in themselves, they're actually absorbing their
Yeah.
surroundings.
Yeah.
It just seemed like a contradiction to me for a second there. Because if you're busy absorbing, then your focus is outward. isn't it?
Yeah, but the focus, like when you're looking away from the blackboard, your focus is outwards, but out in the world, right? You're out
Ah,
in the
yeah, okay.
sky or outside in the
True.
trees,
True.
or because you seldom. Well, I didn't daydream watching the blackboard. I would look out the window, and then I would zone out. I would be out somewhere else in the universe or whatever. But the trees and the sky made me, gave me the peace to be there,
Yeah.
right?
That's why
That's
for
the
the
point.
first 7 years of our lives they called us, "Hey,
Yeah,
yo."
exactly. Exactly. That's the thing.
They said that
That's
so
the thing.
often I thought it was my name.
Yeah, exactly. But even parents killed it because kids are, every generation is supposed to be more clever and smarter, right? And this
Yeah.
is a natural way of the law. And then often, of course, when you have these kids and they're quite bright, usually every kid is, and they question things, and the parents can't answer, and they lose the temper with it, right? When you have this kid at the dinner table, always asking questions, and you're tired from work, and you just want some peace and enjoy your dinner, and this kid is keep on asking, why is this called a fork? Why is this? Why is this?
Oh, why? Why?
And
Yeah.
then the kid learns that okay, questioning makes daddy or mommy
Yeah.
angry, right? Questioning makes I'm a bad kid and so on, and this just kills it all.
Nah.
Instead of learning, teaching, or the worst thing a parent can say, by the way, is, and I said that in the beginning for until I learned differently. Like if there was some question and I was another place in my head, I wasn't really there. I would say I don't know. So you
Yeah.
teach the kid to stop again questioning. Now I of course learned to say, I don't know, but I will find out.
Yeah.
So you teach them to keep on questioning and researching, right?
That
Question and research.
I do answer, but I have I don't say I don't know. I just at some point I will tell my son, who is the most
So
question asking, I'll just tell him, I'm not Google, man.
yeah, yeah. Exactly. But it's so interesting how many stupid things we say as a parent, right? When we actually take away the power from ourselves and from the kids. And as I say, yeah,
On a funny note, I will say that, sometimes kids also think that the parents have lived for like 1,000 years or something like that. He
yeah.
could ask me questions about, Second World War, where it's
Mm,
like clearly that he thinks I must have been there.
been there, yeah.
Dude, I'm not that old, okay?
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
But yeah,
Well, so
but
on that note,
you know what? You know what? I have to tell you. This actually, I just remembered just before. This used to be, they used to put it in Luxembourg. I went to the European school in Luxembourg for my very first years in school, in the school system. And they used to put it on my, when they give you, what do you call it? Uh, at the end of the year, you'd get what's it called? Exam papers or no, not
yeah,
you get.
I don't
Actually,
remember what. Yeah, I don't remember. We know what it is. Say what
yeah.
they judge you. They
When
evaluate
they give you this
whatever.
paper on how you did
Yeah,
that
yeah.
for they
Your
do that
report
in a
card.
half
It's
year
called a report card.
report. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Your school report. They give that in
Mhm.
the half year and they give that at the end of the year. And mine was always the same. It's like Sammy doesn't concentrate.
Yeah,
Sammy's daydreaming. Actually,
yeah,
daydreaming was in
yeah.
my school report, man.
Yeah. Mine too. Same one. Yeah.
Funky.
Finally, in ninth grade, the last one, because I found it before I left Copenhagen. It said, I showed it to my daughter. It said, now she seems to be a little more active and actually partaking in.
Yeah.
Finally, after 9 years, I forced myself to to
Oh
make my
God.
mommy happy. Right, that was the only
Yeah.
point. There wasn't for anything else. Yeah, yeah. She seems to be partaking a bit more. Ridiculous. Yeah. Okay. Enough with that. So please always tell your kids to question, and always, if you don't want to answer them or don't have the answer, tell them to research it themselves.
Yeah.
Give them a book or give them, whatever to look
Give
in
them the
or
means
Google.
and
Yeah,
help them
yeah.
to research. Yeah.
And give them DuckDuckGo, not Google. Give them DuckDuckGo.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Make them research other places where they actually get a broader, yeah.
Yeah.
inputs, and then Google gives you, of course, that's also just programs, you know.
Yeah. Exactly.
It is. Yeah, yeah. Yes. Okay.
Yes. All right.
Good one.
Was that
Yep.
about
Yes.
we can return to this one actually again and
Yeah.
again, I think, because we
Yeah.
will probably remember new anecdotes from
Yeah.
childhood
Yeah. Exactly.
every once
It's,
in a while. I think this is a good one to return to every once in a while.
mhm.
But
It is.
let's just say that's a short one. It's all for
Yep.
now. And,
Yep. Yep.
we'll see or hear you on the next one. Like, subscribe,
Exactly.
share.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Yes. Hey,
Stay
take
safe.
care.
See
Enjoy.
ya. Bye
Yep.
bye.
Bye.